What's the deal? What's the deal, people? Hope all are doing well, having a blessed day, afternoon, or evening. Whenever you come across this reading, you already know if you're watching with a good heart and good intentions, you are blessed and protected. But if you watch with any ill will or malintentions or evil eyes, go blind 144,000 times. Instantly, quickly, swiftly, you will feel the effects of all the hexes and the curses and the spells that you project. And if you are siphoning my energy or anybody else's energy from this reading, you will receive karma, quick, fast, and in a hurry, because you reap what you sow. For vibe is so low. Don't do to others what you wouldn't want done to you or your family. Stop being a crusty, crappy, raggedy, ass, miserable, bitter ass business, and go heal yourself. What's the deal, people? What's the deal? Hey, how you doing? How you doing? Hey. Let me take this out of here because this is already dry. If this don't wake you up, nothing will. Good morning. What a deal, people. So we're going to tap into this new moon energy. This is going to be a new moon energy reading. This could be your energy. This could be mine. Remember, only take what resonates and leave the best and leave the rest behind. Don't make anything stick, motherfucker, son of a bitch. Only take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Don't make anything stick, or it's going to make you sick. Collective, I'm going to be tapping into this new moon energy, okay? Like I said, this could be your energy or mine. And let's get into it. I'm not going to keep on keeping on and talking shit. I'm going to just tap into the energy. I already shuffled the cards. I already cleansed the energy. I'm going to ring the bell to remove all negative energies, entities, evil eyes from my energy and yours. What the deal, people? All right. Let me open my water. I just saw 222 on the screen. 222. Alrighty, so let's get into it. Angels, ancestors, spirits of the divine white light attribute only, please provide me with some insight. Call on the Most High Divine. What do you want the collective to see in this new moon energy? Oh, this is somebody about a bougie, fake person that's cursing and that's cursed and hexed. This is about a bougie, fake person. Okay, so the energy, this new moon energy is about some bougie, fake energy that's cursed or hexed, or a bougie, fake energy that's cursing and hexing you, collective. There's some bougie, fake energy that's out here messing with some voodoo dolls. This chick could have black hair or wear black wigs. And they out here poking on voodoo dolls, doing curses and hexes. Somebody's messing with a voodoo doll, this new moon, and illusions in the reverse. So somebody's out here messing with voodoo dolls, casting illusions, but these illusions are in the reverse, collective. They out here going crazy, insane, and mentally delusional. Shadow healing in the reverse. They're not healing, collective. I split the deck. We got spiritual violation in the reverse. Or spiritual violation. We got it blew up in their face. And then we got private eye detective. We got talking shit, slandering. So collective, this role that I'm getting right here, collective, this role that I'm getting right here. What up, Tro? You watching? You might as well like the video. Are you going to stay or are you going to go? So the energy that we getting on here today in this new moon energy, collective, there's a bougie fake ass. It could be a feminine energy. A bougie fake ass feminine energy could be. That's cursed and hexed, and they out here cursing and hexing and messing with voodoo dolls, poking on that voodoo doll. And they were trying to cast some type of illusions, but these illusions in the reverse. So they were trying to cloudy, because this is a cloud. And there's a chick in the cloud. So somebody was trying to cast illusions. Somebody was trying to cloud themselves. Okay, cast illusions. Somebody was trying to hide in the smoke in the background, and they can no longer hide behind the smoke that they casted. They can't hide behind these illusions they were casting, collective. So somebody's unable to hide from these illusions they were casting. Somebody that was hiding behind the smoke and mirrors. Yeah, now they're going crazy. They're going insane. They're going mentally delusional. There's a lot of noise that could be going on in this person's head. There's a lot of banging going on in this person's head. A lot of noise with them banging. They're knocking themselves. They making a lot of noise in their head for no reason. Yeah, they're unable to do some type of, they're not healing. So somebody was supposed to do some type of shadow healing, and they're not healing. And what they were doing, they were causing spiritual violations because they were unable to do their shadow healing. And because they were causing spiritual violations, this blew up in their face. And now there's a lot of slandering, gossiping, and talking shit, maybe about this bougie fake person. They could be talking about how they could be getting, this bougie fake person could be under investigation. There's a lot of talking shit and slandering about how by somebody that's under investigation, private detective. So this bougie person that was cursing and hexing the collective, somebody in the collective, or many people in the collective, you, me, somebody, they're unable to hide from the illusions that they were casting. This person does not want to heal, and they being investigated. I'm not even going to use... Wow. Collective, they're being exposed that they're not of royal blood, or you could be royal blood. So they're being exposed, collective. This bougie fake person is being exposed. I'm going to take the royal blood in reverse because that's how it came out. So they being exposed. So they could have been talking, they could have been walking around here talking about that they were royal blood. They were casting illusions like they were somebody important, collective. So this was the illusion that they were casting, that they were somebody of importance. And these illusions are in the reverse. And this came out in the reverse as well, so we're going to take it. It says spiritual protection, light and dark energy. So this person is not protected, not by any light or dark energy, and they going crazy right now. So these illusions are in the reverse. They're not of royal blood. They're actually cursed and hexed. They're not of royal blood. Confirmation with the sirens. And they don't have no protection. And they going crazy. Okay, damn, too many cards came out. Alrighty, alrighty. Okay. I guess I'm going to take this because it seems like it's going with the flow. Hold on. So all these cards that came out, I'm going to use them. So this is somebody that has the gift of gab, a smooth talker. All right, so this is somebody who has the gift of gab that they try to talk their way out of shit. Okay? Yeah, but they're unable to because you're standing your ground to this spiritual violation. And it blew up in their face, and there's no more lies, okay? So the truth is out, and now people are gossiping, talking shit about somebody that's connected to some type of corrupted system, or they're part of a corrupted system. Yeah, they're not royal blood. They're a corrupted system, yeah. And the collective, you're getting justice. You're getting liberated because you cleanse yourself. You cleanse your home. You cleanse your energy. And now somebody's out here calling out for help because you cleanse them out your energy, collective. They're exposed. Yeah, this was destined to happen. And they going $0. They $0. They don't got no money. They going broke. They're a bunch of soulless beings. in an online community that was trying to interrupt your service. This is a feminine energy. So confirmation that this is a feminine energy that's doing this. So this is confirmation that this is a feminine energy. A feminine energy that's all up in your energy, collective. Too many cards, too many cards. Ooh, okay. Alrighty. A feminine energy that their true colors is showing. We got blackmail on right here on top of the deck. Somebody could have been trying to blackmail you for money behind there, over money, and their black magic and voodoo is in the reverse. They was trying to cause you some type of accident. Energy vampires. So you got somebody that was trying to blackmail you. But you cleansed out your energy. They being exposed. Now they're calling out for help. They did this over money. But now they got no money and they're going broke. They have black magic, voodoo, and brujerías in the reverse. Them trying to cause you an accident. They could have been trying to cause you an accident in a car, have your car blow up. They were trying to cause a car accident. These energy vampire thieves. These soulless beings. Yeah, write down your thoughts, collective. Yeah, sick, injured, or illness. So somebody was trying to cause you an accident. A bunch of energy vampire thieves that was trying to have you sick, ill, or injured, and that didn't happen. Alrighty. Yeah, somebody that was messing with the dead. You about to get some type of confirmation soon. That somebody that came out in the reverse. Somebody's unable to be nosy and poke around. And you won, collective. You defeated the enemy. So there's a feminine energy that's all up in your energy that was messing with the dead, sending you brujeria, black magic, voodoo, trying to curse and hex you with a voodoo doll. They're a soulless being from an online community that was a part of some type of corrupted system, and you're getting justice, you're getting liberated because this spiritual violation blew up in their fucking face. And now they're being talked about. They're being slandered. They're being gossiped. And they're being investigated by a private eye detective. FBI, alphabet boys is out here watching them. And this energy has been returned, collective. You've won and defeated the enemy. Justice liberated because you cleansed this bitch out your energy. This person that thought they were going to cast illusions with the gift of gab. Telling lies. You stood your ground to these lies. Maybe you stood your ground to these lies online. They could have been spiritually violating you online. And now they're being exposed and they're calling out for help. And all this shit was supposed to happen. Them going broke. Them being exposed. This soulless being that has the gift of gab that was out here trying to hack you and interrupt your services. This feminine energy that was all up in your energy can no longer tell no more lies because their true colors is showing in the online community. And this corrupted system, they were part of corrupted system to try to blackmail you and it blew up in their face. And you're getting justice because they was doing this for money. And you cleansed your home and your space from this black magic and voodoo-heria bullshit. And now they're calling out for help. They could be in an accident, this soulless being that was fucking trying to make you sick. They was messing with the dead doing this. You could be getting a confirmation soon. Somebody could be trying to interrupt this confirmation that you're gonna get. You could be an empath or healer, and the energy has been returned. Death call, collective. You're walking karma. Yeah, they was trying to put an ending to an empath healer, a death call to an empath healer that's actually walking karma. Wow. Yeah, look, difficult time ahead. They were warned. And a tough decision. Ooh, that fell. A tough decision needs to be made. They were warned. Wow, this fell. They hired and paid a hitman and attacker. A bunch of clowns. So they hired and paid a hitman and attacker collective. And now they're calling out for help because you cleansed your energy. And this paid hired man, hitman attacker obviously didn't do the job because you're still alive. Because you stood your ground to this feminine energy that was all up in your energy and their true colors is showing. Yeah, somebody was trying to blackmail you online. Somebody could have been trying to do voodoo and brujeria and black magic on the justice system. You cleanse yourself from this energy collective. And now these energy vampires are calling off love. They're being investigated. You return their energy right back to them. And it blew up in their face. They're a bunch of clowns. This person is a clown. This feminine energy is a clown. This feminine energy hired and paid a hitman attacker. And they're a bunch of clowns. This feminine energy paid a bunch of clowns to take you out. I'll split the deck. It says enemies will be in deep regret for playing in your energy collective. A masculine energy that was all up in your energy. A feminine and masculine energy that was all up in your energy. Somebody could have hired and paid a hired attacker, a clown. Enemies will be, so this feminine energy hired a masculine energy to take you out. A masculine energy was supposed to be a hitman attacker. Somebody paid a man to take you out. We got whatever they did is not working. That's the first card that comes out in the index. So this curse, this hex, this hitman attacker not working. It didn't work. Yeah, controlling in the reverse, not working, controlling. So they unable to control you, collective. Controlling you, controlling this illusion. It's not working and it got them going crazy, mental and delusional. Yeah, flying solo. They alone? They doing this by themselves? Snow White? Spiritual violation, Snow White. So you could be coming up as a Snow White energy collective. Somebody that's peaceful, somebody that's humble, somebody that's loving, caring, kind, somebody that's hospitable, a humanitarian. Because Snow White is like a humanitarian. She's for the people. She helps the people. She's for the animals. She helps the animals. So that you coming up as a spirit, you coming up as a Snow White energy, and somebody was spiritually violating you. Somebody that's innocent. Official business. This was for official business. It blew up in their face, and now they're talking shit about this person. Mulan energy. So it's not working because collective, you're coming up as a Snow White Mulan energy. So you're coming up as a person who's loving, caring, kind, and a warrior. Or this is coming up as exposed royal blood in the reverse. And Mulan is somebody that's of royal blood. And this is a feminine energy that was pretending to be masculine. So somebody is pretending to be something that they're not. This literally lands on exposed and royal blood in the reverse. And if you know the story of Mulan, Mulan was pretending to be a man to fight in a war for her father's kingdom. So this person is not royal blood. They're pretending to be something that they're not. They're trying to pretend to they're exposed. It's not working. They're not a warrior. They're not a Mulan energy. They're not of royal blood. They're not a warrior. They don't have no spiritual protection from the light or the dark energy. Rapunzel. We got a lot of Disney characters coming up. And Rapunzel came out in the reverse. So they was trying to keep you locked up in a tower, collective. Snow White, Mulan, and Rapunzel are all Disney princesses. Somebody was trying to cast an illusion like they were a princess. Like they were of royal blood. And they're not. And they were trying to control you, controlling in the reverse, so they were unable to control you. And Rapunzel is another Disney princess, that a wicked little witch that tried to keep the Rapunzel locked in a tower. So they were unable to have you locked in some type of tower, collective. Somebody out here that's pretending to be a little Disney princess wants to be a little Disney villain in your life. Because we got Snow White, Mulan, and Rapunzel. Yeah, constructive criticism. Somebody was trying to sit there and criticize you. And they're doing this all alone. And they imagining, or somebody's giving them constructive criticism. And now they're imagining their own funeral and ending. Because all the lies is coming to the truth. Someone passed away. So someone could have passed away because of this, collective. This is why it blew up in their face. This is why there's an investigation going on. This is why you're getting justice and you're getting liberated, because someone passed away in the process of them violating you, of them trying to keep you trapped, of them pretending to be a princess that they're not. March. Something about March. So something happened in the spring. Destined to happen. March. $0 going broke. Something's going to happen in the springtime. They're about to be completely broke in the springtime. The day when things are supposed to harvest, they will not be harvesting. They will not be harvesting this spring. That's what that's telling me. Because that lands on destined to happen, going broke, $0. And March is the spring. That's the springtime starts in March. I don't know if springtime starts in March. Yes, it does. So spring starts in March. And instead of them harvesting, they won't be harvesting anything. Yeah, because they was in a childhood energy. They were acting like children. Soulless being. Trying to interrupt your services on the computer. Yeah, they were giving a lot of unwanted... Look, they flying solo, constructive criticism, unwanted opinions. So a feminine energy, true colors is showing. They in their shadow side. They going insane, mentally delusional. You're standing your ground. They can no longer tell them any more lies. Trying to criticize you. This feminine energy that your true colors is showing. They were out here trying to constructively criticize you and give their unwanted opinions, and they were doing this alone, flying solo doing this. Because they're in their shadow side. Yeah, now they're feeling naked and afraid because they're unable to blackmail you. They're not getting their money that they thought they were getting. They're imagining their own ending in a funeral when they're feeling naked and afraid. Yeah, they're about to piss themselves. Yeah, somebody's scared because this black magic, voodoo, and brujeria went back. This accident that they were trying to cause didn't happen. Now this energy vampire thief is calling out for help because they're being investigated. This clown, and these hired hitman, they running out of money. What I said? They're running out of money. $0 going broke. Trying to get you sick. Messing with the dead. They ain't got no money. Masks have cracked and are falling off the hidden enemies. Like I look. Confirmation coming soon. These hidden enemies, the masks are falling off these hidden enemies, collective. Formaldehyde. Somebody could have been trying to poison you with something. Formaldehyde is poison. An undetectable poison. You can also find formaldehyde in the paint. You can also find formaldehyde in dirt, like in your plant dirt. If it's because the soil can go rotten. So there are many ways that formaldehyde can enter your home. And one of them can be the paint. Maybe that's why they were doing the paint test, because formaldehyde can be in your paint. And they just did a paint. They just did a inspection for lead in the paint. And formaldehyde can be found in your plant dirt and other places. That's what I found when I was doing my little research, when that word came in my head. So something with formaldehyde, that's a poisoning. That's some type of undetectable, I'm not going to say undetectable, but it's like an odorless. I saw 2727. It's an odorless poisoning. You can't smell it. Chakra attacks. They were also attacking your chakra. So they were doing spell work, spiritually violating, doing voodoo and brujeria and black magic and cursing and hexing and poking and doing voodoo doll shit on your chakras. They were attacking your chakras, and that means all of them. All your chakras. They were attacking all your chakras, collective. And now they're going insane, berserker, and they're going mad. They feeling naked and afraid because they were attacking an empath healer chakras, and the energy has been returned to them. And this energy empath healer won. They defeated the enemies. And these enemies were warned. These clowns, and they didn't listen. Now they going crazy. They out here remote viewing, collective, so they watching you online. They were trying to hack you online. So, an online community. So they watching you online. An ex-boyfriend or ex-girlfriend could be involved. There could be an ex-boyfriend or ex-girlfriend that's watching you. Or your ex-boyfriend's ex-girl or your ex-girlfriend's ex-boy. Something like that. However it goes. You know your story. Yeah, a bunch of circus clowns. Confirmation. Clowns. These are a bunch of clowns. That the masks have cracked off these hidden enemies. These clowns. You about to get some type of confirmation that these people were messing with the dead. And they no longer able to really be nosy and poke around. They wanted to join the hate crowd. You're going to get a confirmation soon. These people are being nosy, poking around, and they wanted to join the hate crowd. A bunch of circus clowns being nosy and poking around. You defeated these circus clowns. Energy has been returned. This is happening now, present moment. So this is happening now, in the present. Yeah, you running laps around these karmics. Yeah, you running circles around these karmics, collective, and they going crazy. You escaping whatever they sending. Yeah, they were spiritually organ harvesting. So they were spiritually organ harvesting from you, collective. They were attacking your chakras, trying to spiritually organ harvest from you. These energy vampire thieves, these clowns, that now they're calling out for help, but they ain't no help coming. Now your enemies will be in regret for playing in your energy. I just want to see what these cards is popping out. Traveling by sea. Everybody knows the truth. Secrets revealed. Infatuated. So traveling by sea. Somebody could be traveling by the sea. Everybody knows the truth. The secret is revealed that this person, these people were infatuated with your energy. They were infatuated, collective. Everybody knows the truth. Let's see who this could be. We're going to end this reading and see who this could be before we end this. Before we jump out and hop out of this energy, collective. This is the story. Take it as it resonates. You got motherfuckers that's out here, feminine energy. That hired and paid a hitman attacker. That's working with your ex-boyfriend, your ex-girlfriend. Or this feminine energy could be your ex-boyfriend's ex-girlfriend. But let's see if we could get any confirmations. Look, scammers, con artists, thieves. They could be scammers. Let's see if we could get any confirmation. Who else? Who's this feminine energy that's in the collective energy? Ooh, it says somebody that's a part of a karmic family. Karmic family want to flip. So a karmic family, this feminine energy is a part of a karmic family. Or associated with a karmic family. Aunt's energy. This karmic female could be somebody's aunt or connected to someone's aunt. Too many cards. Who is this feminine energy? That's all up in the collective energy. We got an uncle. We got gang, club, society, mob, organization. We got neighbor. We got enemy. We got content creator. We got spiritual occultist. We got false flame in the reverse. Karmic twin flame as I split the deck. Cousin on the top of the deck. So you got a karmic family, that's your enemy, collective. You got this aunt energy, that's a spiritual occultist. This uncle energy, that's the false flame in reverse. So aunt and uncle, a spiritual occultist and their false flame uncle. So this is a couple. And then you got a gang, society, organization of content creators. So there's an organization, a society, or a gang of content creators. And then you got a neighbor, that's your karmic twin flame. Remember, your karmic twin flame doesn't mean that this is somebody that you're intimate with. So this is somebody just past life energy. So, and then you can also have a cousin on top of here. This could be the people. Okay. This feminine could be this aunt energy, being that she's landing under spiritual occultist. This is the person that could have been lying about being royal blood. But yeah, they're affiliated or associated with this karmic family. That's your enemy. You have a family. A whole family don't like you, collective. A whole family don't like me. Boo hoo hoo. Cry me a motherfucking river. Like, we give a fuck. Ooh, a whole karmic ass family, a whole family karmic, and you think that the fucking collective is supposed to give a fuck that your whole family don't like us? We don't give a fuck. Go in the corner. You want a quarter so you could call on somebody who gives a fuck that you don't like? Somebody in the collective, one or many people? You think that the collective gives a fuck? No, we don't. Bitch, we not here to be liked by everybody. And I'm okay with that. And your opinion, you could say what the fuck you want, but it's not valid because that's your opinion and how you feel. And then you trying to drag others into your shit of how you feel towards another, and all that shit got blown up in your fucking face. Don't you feel stupid? You a whole grown-ass adult still stuck in a little boy-girl mind mentality. And you think somebody's supposed to care? You fucking got the whole FBI watching your ass. You got a whole fucking detective watching you. They know who everybody involved. You see that? They got a pinup board with pictures. They know everybody involved. This is why you exposed. It blew up in your face. The detective know who you are. They put in the notes. You see writing on the bulletin board. They writing. So while you attacking chakras and trying to spiritual organ harvest off of people, doing black magic and voodoo and brujeria, fucking with voodoo dolls, trying to bring a death call to somebody, trying to mess with the dead, trying to hack into their computer or system, because you're a part of a corrupted system, but the whole system is not corrupted. It really isn't. I truly believe that. Excuse me. So, motherfuckers be thinking that there's more bad guys than there are good guys. Nah, there's more good guys than there are bad guys. But the shit is, the good guys gotta be on the little low and gotta hide and gotta do shit and gotta claim their victory and gotta do shit on the low to claim their victory. Because if an enemy know what we up to, they're gonna try to destroy our shit. That's why we winning. Because we not showing or playing our showing our hands. 37-37, 10-10, new beginning. We not showing our heart. We only showing you what we want you to see. I'm only showing you what I want you to see. Yeah, you bind it to this karma. Look at that. Plans fail. Plans fail for this no love manipulator. That's binded to karma. Binded to karma. Plans fail. Look at that. All I be doing. Look. Wow. Dirty cop police in the reverse. I'm done. They bind it to the karma. Somebody's getting arrested. A masculine energy that was all up in your energy. They confused. So there's a masculine energy that could be getting arrested. They lost their hope. They have no more hope. They have no more faith. I just saw, oh look, protection. You're protected. You got a lot of protection. And they're trapped, stuck, and stagnant. They're not being divinely guided. They aren't able to catfish and stalk you. Yeah, because you're hydrated, you're rehydrating. Yeah, they bind it to this karma. Because you turn your crisis into an opportunity, and you created in the chaos collective. You didn't let this stop you. You had your spiritual awakening in the chaos. Yeah, your destiny was calling, and you practiced your craft. So you're having a spiritual awakening. You was stepping into your destiny while somebody was trying to create spiritual violations to you. Or on you. Yeah, there was a lot of protection. Because you're an empath, you're a healer. Chakra healing. You were healing your chakras while motherfuckers was attacking your chakras, collective. Yeah, look, government official involved. What I said. They being investigated. Neighbors in the reverse. I'm so done. They're not a boss. They're not self-made. They're not a CEO. A neighbor is getting investigated because you stood your ground. Or my neighbor is getting investigated because I stood my ground. A power abuser that was casting all types of spell work, They wanted your suffering and they were unable to get you caged up and locked up. This crusty, crabby ass, look, a crusty, crabby, raggedy ass needs to go heal a sorcerer. That they're not connected. Get connected in the reverse. They're not connected and you've won and defeated the enemies. Yeah, self-sabotage, noise, harassment in the reverse. Evil eye in the reverse. Again, crusty, crabby, they need to go heal. This hired, paid attack hitman needs to go heal. This clown. Their wish is not getting granted. With wish granted in the reverse. These scammers that are on and offline. They going broke. $0. Because collective, you survived the unsurvivable. They were trying to poison you. Confirmation with the poison. They were trying to poison you, collective. Poison. Poison. That girl was poison. Look, spiritually kicking their asses straight to get hell they go for freaking trying to be a dream stealer. They will not be the first millionaire in their family. Depending, clingy. They cannot cling on to your energy, collective. Yeah, in jail or out. Somebody could have been trying to get you locked up. That's not happening. Their true colors is showing. Their spells is blocked. They could be the ones going to jail. Yeah, they're going to jail. Government official involved. They're the ones that's getting locked up for trying to break and enter into your home or energy, but you had a lot of protection. Yeah, cursed and hex. They were trying to curse and hex you to put you in some danger, but danger in the reverse. You're getting dharma. You're getting good luck, collective. This person got a lot of bad habits. I picked up the card. We got neighbor again. Was causing spiritual warfare. You stood your ground. So there's a power abuser that was casting all types of spells. They were in social media. They had many social media accounts. Yeah, they can't break you, collective. And they confused. So they confused. They were trying to break you. And they confused. They can't. Somebody was in a competition with you and they did not win the competition. Competition in the reverse. Now they're calling out for help. Crusty, crabby, raggedy Ann needs to go heal. And now they being nosy and poking around. Somebody that has the gift of gab is trying to, this nosy poking around and is talking shit. Trying to smooth shit over. They were trying to take what was yours because they're trying to take what was yours, collective. But you're spiritually kicking their ass. And straight to hell they go. This was all a test. What's behind this? And their their spell work is in the reverse. Because whatever you did, like I said, you turn your crisis into an opportunity. You created a chaos, and now this person is miserable. This sorcerer. Because they were casting spells to make you miserable, you see? And now they're miserable. Because whatever they was trying to do, you still kept creating. It didn't stop you. You're a wounded warrior, and this backstabber got stabbed in the back. So now they're getting stabbed in their own back. Yeah, they being exposed. I'm done, collective. I really am. There's a feminine energy, karmic family, ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend, aunt, uncle, a gang society organization, and a neighbor. And they're all going crazy because they was trying to break you. 4455. They was trying to break you and they couldn't break, and they're the ones breaking. They going insane. They going mad. They going berserker. They going insane in the men brain. Insane in the brain. Got no brain. Going insane. That's what we got going on here, collective. They going crazy because they were trying to break you. They were trying to cause you an accident. They were trying to poison you. They were trying to call death upon you. They were sending the dead to you. They were attacking all your chakras. They were trying to stop your healing. Now they're going broke. They were trying to make you sick. They were trying to make you ill. They were trying to injure you, and it didn't work. Now they're going crazy, trying to fuck with you. They're going crazy, collective. Because they being investigated. Confirmation with the siren. As soon as I said investigation. Yeah, collective. Somebody was in competition with you, trying to take what was yours, and they couldn't. They tried to break you, and they couldn't. And these motherfuckers are so confused how they did all this and all that, attacking your chakras, trying to stop your healing, trying to drain your energy, trying to cause you an accident, messing with a voodoo doll, sending you poison, messing with the dead, trying to do this and trying to do that, and you still kicking and breathing. Yeah, tell them, bitch, I'm still kicking and breathing, and I'm going to continue to kick and breathe. Let them know, collective, that you ain't going nowhere. And there's no amount of fucking spell work that they can fucking cast that's going to get you out the motherfucking way. So their best option is to move, bitch, get out the way. Or get ran over. Because the collective is coming, whether you like it or not. Yeah, run, bitch. Every time I look at the camera, you want to run. You want to be a troll and watch me, but as soon as I show my pretty little face, you want to run off the camera, ho? You big, bad, and bougie, right? You thought you were big and bad. You thought you were big and bad, huh? Remote viewing, look. You all here watching. Going crazy. Attacking the chat. Look, had in a competition, the Hunger Game, trying to take a bitch out, trying to take a motherfucker out, literally take their life, if you know the Hunger Game, and they were attacking your crown chakra, all your chakras. Now shit is spiraling out of control, collective. This dingbat energy is spiraling out of control. I'm so done. Yeah, because they up all the creek, river, and ocean without a paddle. They drowning. That's why. They on borrowed time. They naive. This ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend energy. A naive ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend. They on borrowed time, collective. Their faith was tested and they failed. Their faith was tested and they failed. There's about to be some type of confession. These are my confessions. Somebody's about to confess. Yeah, because they were naive. There's about to be some type of confession. Maybe in the springtime, April. We got March, April. Maybe there's going to be some type of confession in the spring. I'm stubborn. Somebody was stubborn. Somebody that's stubborn is about to confess. In court. A confession in court. There's about to be some type of confession in court, collective. A court confession. Yeah, because they can't sweet talk the devil anymore. Another one bites the dust. They defeated. There's about to be some type of court confession, collective, because games was played and they defeated. Another one bites the dust. For these idiots. That they were doing moon rituals and they left a big mess and they're trying to clean up, but traces and evidence left behind. That they racist too. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. They tried to water you down, but it only rejuvenated you, revitalized your garden, collective, because you're connected to Earth. Something about March, springtime. They're getting fired and they're having car problems. Yeah, a storm is coming for them, collective. And the dark don't want anything to do with them anymore. And they're trying to close. They was trying to close all your roads, your gates, your path, and block your way. Yeah, now they're about to reap what they sow, collective. They have shortened their life here on Earth. Yeah, they put you in the freezer. They lost grip of reality, collective. They ignorant. Yeah, ignorant, lost grip of reality. Yeah, professional idiots with a lot of unwanted opinions. Checkmate. These professional idiots just have been checkmate, collective. Yeah, they were devoted, and everybody everybody knows the truth, and the secrets it revealed that they were devoted to this. They didn't realize the strength you carry, collective. There was a lot of miscommunication about you. And now someone's travel plans have been impacted because there's a storm coming. Like I said, car problems right behind that. A storm is coming right behind that, yo. They going crazy. They going insane. They going mad. They did this all for a social status. If you want to be somebody, if you want to go somewhere, you better wake up and pay attention. They did not pay attention. They wanted to be somebody. They wanted to go somewhere, but they decided to do this the wrong way. Somebody not related to you, collective. A karmic couple that wanted to come up. We did see uncle energy. Ignorant. Spirit is walking amongst us, collective. The spirit is here. They manipulated others. And the cat's out the bag, and the genie is about to be put back in their lamp. They're about to reap what they sow, collective. A friend, their friend, your friend, that was doing necromancy. Necromancy is just divination. This is necromancy. What I'm doing right here is 5252. What I'm doing here right now is necromancy. Talking to the dead, getting messages from the dead. This is somebody that thought they were too legit to quit. They're delusional. They were out here doing love spells, trying to control your free will. And someone's trying to set the record straight now. See, confession in court maybe. Look, second opinion. There's a second opinion. Because something is in too deep. Somebody got themselves in too deep in the situation. Yeah, court. Trying to deny allegations and claims. They in court trying to deny allegations and claims, and they being a peeping Tom. So they're trying to deny allegation and claim that they were being a peeping Tom. There's a confession in court. They're trying to deny allegations in court. Yeah, cat got somebody by the tongue and by the balls. This is currently happening now. Yeah, hacking. They could be trying to hack. Holding meetings. Meetings is being held. Energy distortion. The informant plan failed. The informant plan failed and is being traced back to them, or somebody could be named Tracy. Yeah, they'd be this magic, this love spell, free will control is being traced back to them, and an informant plan failed. So the informant failed, and they're reaping karmic cycles for this love spell, free will control that they're trying to do. Yeah, collective, you have angelic magic. This is why this free love, this thing don't work. Yeah, they're running out of money. This is why this love spell don't work, because you're surrounded by angelic magic. You have angelic magic. Yeah, they were doing this for money. Materialistic, somebody that sweats a lot when they're nervous. So they were doing this for money. Confirmation. But the math has cracked on this hidden enemy, and now they're nervous. They're sweating a lot. So somebody's nervous and they're sweating a lot. That's the energy I was picking up the other day. Yeah, these snakes, They were attacking your sacral chakra. So we got crown chakra, sacral chakra. They were doing sacral attacks. Because they lonely. And they broke into the wrong spiritual house because you have a healing spirit around you, within you. So they were attacking you, but they broke into the wrong house. Yeah, rumors is going around. So there's rumors going around about this. They in the trap house. And they lonely. Somebody's brother related could be involved. Somebody that's in remorse. They all fall down. No, they're not in remorse. They're in remorse because they fall down. Pride and prejudice, negative assumption. That's why they all fall down. Racist, pride and prejudice, thinking negative. Yeah, another indictment charge piling up. See, court. They have courts. They're out here doing graveyard magic. So messing with the dead, confirmation. Yeah, pride and prejudice, negative assumptions. Now they're feeling depleted, anorexic, and malnourished. Somebody could be sick or look sick. And they can't think straight. The devil is sick for being a prick, playing dumbass tricks. They sick. I just said that, and they being banished away because shit got out of control. An ex-friend is involved. Their mind is blown. Shallow Hal got no more pals, no more company. They lonely. Currently happening now. This is happening now. They learning karmic lessons now. They need to vacate the premises. Ooh. They were all up in your business being nosy, and the lies are unfolding. Or they started unfolding last month in October. Somebody could rotten from the inside out. They need to vacate the premises, and somebody breath stink from all the lies that they told. Being in messy energy, being jealous and envious. They're about to meet their demise. There's files piled up on this person. Energy distortion, undivine masculine, feminine energy. That was fear of risk. They're learning karmic lessons. Wow. Upstairs neighbors. They thought they had a reason to attack you, collective. They can't avoid the truth. They were scheming. They were just scheming. So upstairs neighbors, that's who could be. I guess this might be my energy, collective. Because neighbor energy came out. Look, they being put in a spiritual coma for being Uncle Tom. Kiss-ass motherfuckers. Dealing with unhealed trauma. Now they can't think straight. They're being humiliated because they were desperate to win. Trying to bind you to their karma. They need to grow up. They were trying to have you replaced. They're dealing with childhood trauma, like I said. Somebody that sweats a lot when they're nervous. They created a monster. The beast is unleashed. So they created a monster in you, collective. Now you unstoppable. And the masks have cracks and they hidden off these enemies. I just saw in denial. Faith tested. They unprotected. They cannot hide. Circus clowns. These are a bunch of circus clowns that are unable to escape their karma. And collective, in due time, everything will be fine. Evidence was found about this alchemy. Evidence was found about this witchcraft, collective. So they were trying to cause you delays. A fake religion list in the government. A fake religion list as a part of the government. And the signs can no longer be ignored. Somebody's about to get confronted in an inappropriate way because they attacked you out of spite. A bunch of old hags. They having health issues. And you're free, collective. Yeah, look, they all fall down. This is somebody that has a speech impediment. They slur or mumble. Your ex-lover family was involved. People are talking about them. You've been upgraded. Somebody's intimidated by your supernaturalness. Look, the federal law is involved. And they lost in the fog. Stuck in a rut for being a spiritual slut. Current timeline. Somebody was trying to set up. Somebody was trying to search for information in your dream so they could set you up. But they be in blind, so they could blindside you. Blindsided in the reverse, but they were unable to blindside you. You got uncle coming out, so confirmation with uncle. Related to you or to somebody in this energy. Card fell. Hold on one second. Ex-lover family involvement. Listen, this is an uncle from your ex-lover. Your ex-lover's family involvement. They uncle. They being recorded. They're about to piss themselves. You're running laps around these karmics. I'm picking up the cards from the floor. You're getting your justice, collective. One more. Yeah, because you've been upgraded. I'm done plucking and I'm going to end it here. Peace out, collective. I'll be back with another reading a little bit later. But this was the new moon energy reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. If you feel the need to sow a seed because this energy reading resonates with you, then feel free. My information is down in the description below. And if you're looking for anything else, you already know where everything is at. So, collective, peace out. And I'll see you later. Bye. Mo, let's clean the energy as we go out as well. Peace out, collective. Peace out.